Hi, this is Maxine. This question's pretty general, but obviously you've had a lot of experience working, combining fine arts and technology. What would you say has been the biggest advantage of like the marriage of the two types of, I don't know if you want to call them art, but it's different things.
Can I phone a friend?
Of course.
No. It's kind of expanded the opportunities that I have and my students have. It's brought connections more recently with the advent of the internet and the web and Web 2.0 technologies. It's brought connections, global connections to me and my students that never really existed before, or if they did, it took a lot of work to kind of, arrange them. So, for me, the biggest benefit is it's kind of broadened my field of vision, my students' field of vision. We have access to a lot more resources, a lot more people now. I don't know if you all talked about the concept of a personal learning network. Was that part of the class?
Yeah, we started out with personal learning networks, professional learning communities. We did a little on that. And that's when some people started looking at the Art Ed 2.0.
Yeah, so, for me, I've always had a professional learning network or personal learning network, but it was always local. The people I relied on were generally my colleagues, my friends, the people I could, phone call, or, they weren't people that were halfway around the world. But now, because of the web and because of my connections on the web, I talk to people in China, in Brazil, and I've been making arrangements with somebody in Europe to do a project, and those are things that were just not possible before. So it's just given a lot more opportunities, a lot broader sort of field of vision. I see more now than see differently than I did before.
Okay.
Good question.
Anyone else?
I'm Diana, and I have a question about some of the courses you teach at the University of Florida. I was wondering I know you have a digital media class, but do you incorporate technology and digital media into your other courses as well, such as the study practice and the other courses? Or do you find it's something that you're pushing, or not as much?
This brings up a good point for me that I would certainly want to share, particularly with any group going out into the field and looking at how technology might benefit them and their students. The old model, and we're still a part of that old model. It's we're transitioning out of it. Was technology, in particular, when we generally when we talk about technology today, we mean computers and digital technology. So what we've talked about technology largely as what we might call an add-on to the curriculum. It's something that is apart from the other stuff that we do, whatever that is. And just as an example, I would imagine you're all in a computer class right now, right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, just try to imagine having a class today on the pencil, okay? Or the pen or a tool like that. We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't think that way. And I think gradually we're coming to a point where it's not about the tools, okay? We're moving out, some people would call it a post-digital period where it's not about the tools, it's what the tools allow us to do. And so the notion that somehow we need a special course to teach about the tools is becoming less and less critical, less important. Think about it that, most of the students that you work with are going to work with are are more savvy in terms of digital technology and the internet than you are, and certainly than I am. I've always said my students know more than I do, and it always seems strange that I'm teaching them about technology when most of them teach me every day about things. So my advice would be that you embed technology into wherever you can in your curriculum, and you use it to kind of enhance and open up new doors for your students rather than treat it as something that you sort of fit on after all the other stuff is done. So my answer to your question is it's very much embedded to everything we do. It's not, we don't think about it as, as, oh, we're going to go do technology now. It's just integrated into all of our activities. And particularly more so for me now because I teach, I actually teach more students online than I do in my class, in my brick and mortar classroom. Okay. And that's a big switch for me in the last couple years. Okay. I'm moving, and I'm not saying, somebody said, what did I, how do I feel about that? Well, I'm a big teddy bear. I'm a big fuzzy sort of hug, tactile kind of person. So I miss the give and take and the touch and the feel of real life interaction with my students. But on the other side of the coin, I get to work with people, amazing people who have applied to our graduate program that I never would have worked with. I never would have had that chance to before. So it's a kind of trade-off. So I hope I answered your question. It's we still have a special course, but interesting enough, this last year, it's called digital media. This last year was the first year ever in my career since I've been in college that I haven't taught that course during the year. And we're just gradually transitioning out of it.